There's so many people that they want to live according to the book of Acts. They want to do all that stuff. And I won't go through all the different things that they did in the book of Acts. But you know the story. They grew in numbers because, you know, one of the keys that was in there, not only because they were praying together and feeding one another, but because they had fellowship. You know, fellowship means, in that context, koinonia. Koinonia runs parallel with you being married to your wife. There's an intimacy there. There's an intimacy that you and I are supposed to have, even though we don't spend all the time together. But what about here at this church? Are you guys intimate with one another? Do you have insight into each other's lives? Do you care about one another? Are you praying for one another? Are you gossiping for one another? You know, the scriptures goes on to say that you and I shouldn't be speaking evil against one another. Evil in the Greek, you know what that means? I'll just cut through the chase. It means to castrate, to neuter. In other words, I go to Pastor Dandridge. You hear Michael, that drummer? See, I don't know Michael's there. He's over there smiling and flipping his sticks and all that. He's in the flesh. Thinking he ought to be playing in a bar somewhere. Michael hears me because I'm speaking evil of him. I castrate his spirit. Why do we castrate our dogs? Why do we neuter our animals? I've got a German Shepherd. I'm about ready to neuter him. But we neuter our animals so they don't reproduce themselves. See, God has given Michael a spirit after his own heart. And when we speak evil against Michael and he gets whiff of it, we castrate him. We take away the ability of him reproducing everything good that's in him. All these different young people, because Michael is discouraged and because we've spoken evil against him, all of a sudden, he's not twirling his sticks anymore. He's lost his joy. He's lost his peace because his own brothers and sisters are speaking evil against him. We've castrated his spirit. He can't reproduce into your youth. He can't make another drummer because we've spoken against the man of God. We neuter our own people. The devil don't have to do nothing. He don't even have to go to church. Because he knows that we're already speaking evil. You see that sister over there? Boy, man, wasn't she an alcoholic about 6 months ago? And now she's playing the guitar. She's on the worship. And all of a sudden it gets back to her. You neuter her spirit. She can't reproduce the goodness that God has put in her. She can't reproduce herself into the congregation.
Amen. I like that.
What are we speaking? Our words are everything. Your words will determine your future. Notice what it says here in Numbers 14, and I'll read it again in 27. How long will this wicked community grumble against me? I have heard the complaints of these grumbling Israelites. Here it is right here. Get this in your spirit. You will live or die by this verse in what you say and the words you use. So tell them, as surely as I live, declares the Lord. It's a guarantee. I will do to you the very things I heard you say. They were grumbling and complaining that they were going to die in the desert, that they were going to die in the desert. They should have went back to Egypt. They had a better life in Egypt. And that's exactly what happened. They died in the wilderness. As surely as the Lord lives, declares the Lord, He will do unto you what He has heard you say.